Alright friends, inside this video topic, we'll discuss the concept of add to cart functionality. Let's go back to editor. So before discussing the concept of add to cart, if I go back to browser, so as we can see that this is our product listing page. So inside this listing page, we can see here we have button that is called add to cart. And also if I go into single product detail page, for example, if I click on this product, now here inside a single product detail page, also here we have button called add to cart. So first thing first, what is the functionality of add to cart button? So simply, as you know that this is a headless store, so simply I want to proceed to buy some products from this store. So for that, we need to add some products into our cart so that I'll go then into our cart, and into that cart we'll have a checkout button, and by proceeding over checkout button, we can simply buy these products from this headless store. So for example, if I want to buy this product, simply I have to click on this add to cart button. So this product automatically gets added over this cart section. So as you can see that right now, this cart is containing all about the static products. But whenever, if I try to add any products from Headless Store, those products will go into this cart section. And then after, I'll work on the functionality of this checkout. So for the time being, if I go into this products menu, simply, if I want to buy this product, simply we have to click on this add to cart button. If I want to buy this product, simply we have to click on this add to cart button. So these products will be added into our cart section. And one more thing, for example, I want to buy this t-shirt two times, it means quantity will be two. So in that case, this single product will be added into this cart section, but inside quantity will have total equals to 2. So these are the sections I will handle inside this video topic. Let's go back to editor. So here I'm going to open this src folder. Let's go again inside this pages, and I want to open this product.jsx component. As you know that we have add to cart button inside product listing as well as inside single product page. So what I will do, first I'll go into this product component, and here if I scroll, so go inside this div, class name equals to row. So here we can see that here we have add to cart button. So we have to create a common function like inside app.jsx, and that common function I will call inside this product component as well as single product component. So what I will do, let's go inside app.jsx, and here if I go and first create, let's say state variable, something called const, and I will call it as cart, let's say set cart, our state manager, and use state initially, this cart will have an empty value. Now let's go here, let's say const add to cart, or simply add products to cart, and here inside this function I will pass the instance of like the object of product. So simply we have to pass the complete object, complete product object. And here what I will do, simply let's say product, or for the time being if I go console.log, let's say product, save these changes. Now then after, simply I will copy this add products to cart, go here inside this product component, and as a prop, let's pass on add to cart equals to, and let's pass the function name. And then next after this, let's copy this prop value. Then I'll open our product component. So go inside pages folder, product component, and then after, first thing first, we have to receive that prop value. So here inside this D structure, let's say on add to cart, this is the prop, and inside this prop we are passing the function name. So simply if I scroll, now inside this add to cart, let's use on click event, and here on add to cart, and inside this function we have to pass the entire single object of that product. So for example, if any product will be clicked on into this add to cart, so inside that case we have to pass the entire object that is inside a single product. Save these changes. So if I go back to browser, let's go inside this product menu, let's inspect. So for example, if I want to click, let's say for this album product, click on this add to cart button. So whenever if I click on this button, so after I click, it will pass the entire object inside this function. And inside this function, simply we have like console.log equals to product. So if I go, let's click on this button. And now we can see that inside this console tab, here we have the entire object, and this object is containing all the values, all the properties of that product. Let's click one more time inside this first product, add to cart, and this is the object value. So now next what we have to do, let's go here and inside this app.jsx, simply instead of console.log, I will add one more property into that object, and that is, let's say, product.quantity equals to 1. So simply, this is our entire object of single product, and whenever if we go inside this function will add one more like property inside this object, and that is called quantity. So if I go, let's go one more time, and let's click on this third product, add to cart. If I go and if I search for the quantity, and inside this object, if I search, and now we can see that quantity equals to 1. Now here, let's go again into this single product. But for the single product, also we have to handle. Let's go here. Let's copy this add products to cart. Then I'll go here and let's say on add to cart equals to this prop value. Let's copy the prop name. Let's open single product component destructure. And if I scroll to add to cart button, and here it is, let's pass on click, and inside this function, let's pass single product. So if I go, let's reload. And for example, I want to click over this product, add to cart, and it's not working. And I think that actually we removed console.log, and here it is on add to cart, single product, on add to cart. Okay, actually, here we have some error. Save these changes. Let's go and reload. Now let's click on this add to cart button, and now we can see that it is working. And one more thing inside this entire object, if I search for the quantity property, and now we can see that quantity equals to 1. Now next after this, let's go back to editor. So instead of console.log, this time I want to store each product into our cart. So what I will do, let's say const cart equals to an empty array. Then after here we have product.quantity equals to 1. And then after, let's say cart.push. And here we have the entire object of that product. And simply what I will do, let's say local storage dot set item, and here let's say cart or storage key, and then after json dot stringify, and here I want to store the complete array into our local storage. Now the question is why we need this line of code. So as we know that we have two add to cart buttons into two component file, and also all those products, so what we add into our cart, those products will be displayed into our cart section. So to read all the products from cart, I want to store first those products into a variable, and that is the key of local storage. So that simply I will go and read all the products from this storage key into a cart component. Now next, after this line of code, let's say set cart, and I want to store all the products of cart simply inside of state variable. So here, let's pass cart, save all these changes. Let's go back to browser. I'll go and reload. So first I will go into this products component like products menu. Let's click on this first product. So if I click, we can see product printed. And if I go into this application tab of this Chrome browser, so now we can see that inside this local storage, here we have a cart key. And inside this cart key, like inside this local storage, according to the local host, because this application is running inside local host, so inside local storage, localhost URL. This is the key called cart, and inside this key now we can see that here we have an array, and inside this array we have single object of that product value. Now let's click on this any of the other product. For example, this one t-shirt with logo. Click on this add to cart button, and now you can see that here the same product now replaced inside this local storage. But what we want that whenever if I click on any of the products, simply it will insert a new object into this cart variable. But here, as you can see right now, we have the value of 82. It means this product. But whenever if I click on this clothing category like this product, click on this item, and now you can see that the same product now replaced into this local storage. But I want to store all those products what we have added into this cart. So for that, what I will do, let's go here. So instead of initialization directly, let's say that local storage dot get item, and here this is our cart key. And after getting the local storage value, simply I'll go, let's say json dot parse, and here simply when we parse, it will store all those values of cart into this cart variable. Save these changes. So if I save, let's go here, let's reload, and let's go first inside this application tab. I will delete this category key like the cart key. Simply let's select, click on delete button, delete it. So let's click on this first product. As you can see, now first product has been added into cart. Let's click on this fourth product. And now we can see that here we have one more key inside this local storage, and that is our second product. Let's click on this third product. As we can see, one more product. Now let's go into this single product, and here, so whenever if I click on this single product add to cart button, and now we can see one more product has been added. But here we have a catch. For example, if I want to click again into this add to cart button of the same product which already exists into this cart, so in that case, instead of updating the quantity, it actually inserts a new object into this array. Let's click on this button. And now we can see that instead of adding the quantity of that product, it actually inserts a new object into this array. So how to fix this issue? Let's go back to editor. I'll go then inside this callback function, and instead of product.quantity equals to 1, what I will do, first I will check that if product exists into our cart. So here, let's say cont means const product exists, product exists equals to cart, which is an array. This array containing the product objects dot find method. So I will iterate over each object of this array. So let's item, and if item dot id, it means the existing product dot id. If it is matches with the new product dot id. So in that case, what I will do, simply let's say if product exists, and here just go inside this else block. Let's copy or cut this product.quantity, and simply I will paste here inside this else block, and inside this if block product.quantity plus equals to 1. And one more thing, I'll cut this line that cart.push, and I will insert into this else block. And one more change, let's cut this line, and simply I will paste it here. So in this case, first we are matching that if what product we are adding, if it exists, simply we are increasing the quantity. Otherwise, we have to go plus means quantity equals to 1, and then we have to push that product into our cart. Save these changes. So if I go, let's reload, and let's delete this cart variable from this local storage. First, I will go into this products. And here, for example, if I want to add this first product into our cart, click on this add to cart button. As you can see, product added. Let's add the second product. We can see product added. But whenever if I click again on this first product, if I open, so initially if I search for quantity, so we can see that quantity equals to 1. But whenever if I again click on this first product, Now, if I go and open the 0th index values, because this time we have clicked on this first product 2 times, so hopefully inside this 0th index, quantity equals to 2. So if I scroll and search, now again we can see quantity equals to 1 and it is an issue. Let's go back to editor. So product exists. Okay, instead of this product dot quantity, let's copy this product exists. So product exists dot quantity plus equals to 1. Save these changes. So this was our mistake. If I go and reload and let's clear this cart one more time. So here, click on this first product, product added, 0th index, click on this fourth item, product added. Now if I click again on this fourth product, click on this add to cart button, and if I go and open this one number index, and here if I search for the quantity, and now you can see that quantity equals to 2. Let's go close this object here, go inside this second object detail, like the second product detail, and if I go click on this third product, now you can see we have one more object. Again, if I click on this button, add to cart, click 2 times. So if I go and open the second number index value, now this time we can see quantity equals to 2. So successfully, now here we have the functionality of add to cart button. If product does not exist, it will add a new object into our array. And if product already exists, it will increase the quantity value. Now inside next video, simply we have to get all those values of cart from that object value and we have to list inside this cart tabular format. So hopefully we are moving to complete this entire interesting project. So for this interesting video, please hit the like button to like this video, subscribe to this channel. Now let's meet to our next amazing video. So for this video session guys, thank you for watching and have a great day.